Hey, this is Life with Shauna Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is part 3 and 4 of Who Did I Live With? Roommate Edition. Let's watch the video.
So we left off with me finding out that my roommate has been lying to me and my other roommate for 5 years about her mom having terminal breast cancer while she's in the middle of an episode convinced that she saw a man get hit by a car. And I know that she's lying and none of this ever happened. And I have to go back to the apartment and talk to her. So I go back to the apartment and there are handwritten pages and pages sprawled all over the counter, and like 5 to 10 canvases with really whacked out weird paintings on them in the living room. So I managed to read some of the handwritten pages that are on the counter, and it's all about serial killers, controlling women, manipulating the human mind. Just like the sickest, weirdest shit you can think of is on these pages. Keep in mind that I think no one's gonna believe me about how insane this girl is acting, so I am pressing record on my phone and setting my phone between us while she's talking to me. And if you wanna know what anxiety is like, just secretly record a crazy person. I promise you, it is the freakiest thing you will ever experience in your life. She's saying things to me like she feels in a time warp or an energy warp. She's afraid of herself. She hasn't slept. She feels like she's running on fumes and she doesn't know what she's going to do to herself. I've already called her mom at this point, so I think that her parents are going to get on a flight and get to Austin to deal with their crazy ass daughter. They don't. So I'm sending her mom these recordings of her saying these things, being like, she's out of her mind. Will you please get to Austin and help me? Her parents are like, we're gonna contact her therapist so her therapist can advise us on what to do. This therapist is convinced that this girl is suffering from an eating disorder. Okay, I'm not one to tell people they're faking their disorders, but I've lived with this girl and known her, and she does not have an eating disorder. She is crazy. She definitely has some disorder, but they need to come up with a new DSM to diagnose this girl. Like, God knows what's going on. I'm like, okay, whatever, contact the therapist. Meanwhile, I'm starting to be afraid for my life. I have everything that could be used as a weapon hidden in my room. And this girl thinks that a thunderstorm outside is talking to her. I don't sleep for an entire night because I can hear her outside in the living room pacing around all night. So the next day I get up, I call her mom. I am bawling, crying so hard, saying, please, please, please come to Austin. I am so freaked out. Please come to Austin. I'm afraid she's gonna hurt herself. Please come to Austin. And her parents gaslight me and they're like, sweetie, we know you haven't slept too. Like, we're gonna try and figure out what to do. Meanwhile, crazy roommate invites the rug dealer over.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The whole time she's been pacing back and forth, you don't think that she wasn't on some substances since she was pacing back and forth and talking out her tush? Because only people that talk like that, yeah, crazy people do talk like that, but people that are on substances talk like that too. So you never know if she was on all the substances while she's been talking to you and your roommate. And let's watch part 4.
So we left off with crazy roommate thinking a thunderstorm was talking to her, not sleeping for an entire night, and inviting a rug dealer over. Meanwhile, I am begging her parents for help, and I am telling them, you better not tell her that I've been in contact with you while I am alone with her, because I am afraid of her. And the second she finds out that I know that her whole life is a lie, and I'm the only one who knows, and I've contacted her parents, I am really afraid what she's gonna do to me or to herself. So all of a sudden she gets an email from her therapist asking her to sign a consent form so her parents can talk to her therapist. As expected, she freaks out. She goes into her room and I give the rug dealer the quickest rundown I possibly can on what's happening and tell him that he cannot leave and he needs to get ready to call 911. So her parents get on the phone with her and tell her everything that I explicitly asked them not to, and we hear her in her room screaming, I'm gonna myself. Screaming it. I'm like, perfect. Perfect. Exactly what I fucking knew was gonna happen if you guys told her this shit. So I tell Mr. Rug Dealer to go outside the apartment and literally wait with 911 on the phone. Finally, I talk crazy roommate down. I literally walk into her room and she's like rocking back and forth in the closet. She's like convinced fire alarms are going off when they're not. So finally, we talk her down and we convince her to go get on a flight back to Colorado. Her parents, this is an ordeal that went on for 3 days, 4 days. Her parents never came. I had to put her, physically walk her to her gate and put her on a flight back to Colorado. She leaves and my normal roommate comes home. And me and my normal roommate are sitting on the couch together and my normal roommate says, I have to ask you something. I'm like, ask me. She says, when we were in college, did you ever tell crazy roommate that you were in love with her? Bitch. So this is where I find out about the smear campaign this girl has been running behind my back about me for years.
This story gets deeper and deeper each time I listen to it. I'm listening to it like you're listening to it. Like, oh my gosh. Like, this is getting crazier and crazier. Like, first we thinking about the other roommate, which is losing her mind, but she might be on substances. But then you got the other one that's sitting there talking about you, how you cared about her. And I'm starting to feel like I'm confused. But anyways, if you feel like you in some type of triangle and you don't know how to get out of the triangle, and this is something like that, please comment below because this is crazy. I'm going to do 5 and 6 and then I should be done finally with this video. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Life with Shauna Renee and I'm out. Bye.